Hello, today I'm bringing you a quick World of Warships video. When I say quick, what I actually just did was go into my replays folder and find the quickest game in the Wakatake that I'd bothered to save. So when I say quick, this game is actually really quick. As I said, we're in the Wakatake, which it's a very fun destroyer to play. It's got a 7 km torpedo range, which means you can do stealth torpedo attacks, but you probably won't do them often since you'll be spotted at 6 km range. What makes the Wakatake really great is that it's actually just incredibly agile, and it's just so easy to dodge enemy shots or torpedoes and just dodge everything. This replay is actually from 0.4.0, which means that this was before the Wakatake got a little buff, and the turret traverse on this ship is still abysmal in this replay. You can see the turret turning there. That's painfully slow. It's still slow on the Wakatake in the current patch, but it's not anywhere near that bad, and I've actually started using the guns on this ship a lot more and a lot more effectively since that patch. Anyway, I've been racing down to try and capture the sea point, and it looks like a bunch of enemy ships have come down this way as well, but it still looks like I'll be the first one to arrive. So we've seen a bunch of enemy cruisers here, and I'm still well outside my torpedo range, but it won't be very long until I can actually fire on these guys. So I'm starting to perceive myself. You see I've got my torpedoes selected. I start turning because I know I'm going to get close very soon. That St. Louis looks like the closest enemy ship, but then I see a Phoenix is even closer. It's almost within my torpedo range, so I fire my torpedoes. Then start pulling back, thinking yes, I've made a successful stealth attack. And just then an enemy Wakatake sees me, and I see it at the same time. But unfortunately that means that I'm going to receive a lot of fire. It also means that those enemy cruisers there that I just fired those torpedoes at, they must know I'm here because they're shooting at me. So they'll have plenty of time to dodge those torpedoes. Of course this is World of Warships, so they don't. One hit, two hits on the Phoenix, and one of my torpedoes actually goes on and hits the St. Louis behind it. So I fired 4 torpedoes, got spotted, and I managed to get 3 hits from them. And I'm looking for more shots on the Phoenix or the St. Louis here, but something spotted me again. It's an Izokade right there, torpedoes ahead of me. That must be from the Wakatake out to the left. And I'm being fired at. Fired my guns off at the Izokade. Actually got 2 hits there, which is pretty good. There's the Wakatake. Guns are reloaded. So I fire off a broadside. And again I get I get 1 hit. The guns on the Wakatake, like most destroyers, it's actually really accurate. It's just that it's hard to get them pointing in the right direction because of your slow turret traverse. Dodge those torpedoes in a... well, that was unnecessary to turn back in front of them, but I feel like I can get away with it. More torpedoes from the Wakatake, and it's easy enough to dodge. Fire some torpedoes off there. I believe that was the Izokade I was firing at. You can see me looking around. I'm just trying to spot the island, spot where the shells are coming from, make sure I'm dodging. Taking a few hits here. And here's the Phoenix I hit earlier, and it's coming straight at me. I take a hit from something there, and there's a lot of torpedoes coming at me, but I managed to dodge them. And that was actually a dodge. It wasn't like I was watching the indicators on the, I suppose, heads-up display is what you'd call it. I was coming back around to shoot some torpedoes into the Phoenix, but my allies kill it. So instead I can focus on this destroyer in front of me. Is that the Izokade? It must be. Fire 1 torpedo, or 2 torpedoes really, and there's another 2. But my first 2 are the ones that get the kill there. So devastating strike, 2 torpedo hits on an enemy destroyer, and that's enough to kill it. The The torpedoes on the Wakatake are much more powerful than the ones on the Yumikaze, and they're also much faster, although they've got a shorter range, but overall it's actually just a much better torpedo boat than the Yumikaze. Here's that enemy Wakatake from before. What is it? Oh, I know, I can't see anymore. I fire some torpedoes off at long range, but really can't expect those to hit. They'll just take too long to arrive, and there'll be plenty of time for the enemy to avoid it. So I'm pulling back now because we're quite heavily outnumbered, and there's no real reason for me to, you know, keep being spotted by these guys and getting shot at when we're not really going to win this fight. So it's better to hang back and just harass the enemy as they advance. On the plus side, my team holds A and B, and it looks like the entire enemy team is down here in C, so we're actually doing a pretty good job of keeping them all engaged. Moving back forward, as I said, just going to harass the enemy and get some kills where I can, and these islands are effectively separating these 3 enemy ships out from the rest of their fleet, so we might as well do some damage to them while we can. I had a quick look to see if I had any shots on those battleships there, but they were too far range. And unfortunately I can't actually quite get shots on this destroyer because, well, there's an allied destroyer that's far too close to comfort. So I pull up alongside it and fire 2 torpedoes when I think I can. Do so safely. The enemy destroyer turns, so that means those torpedoes are going to miss, but I come in close. And at this kind of range my torpedoes are very unlikely to miss. And I was prepared for it to fire its torpedoes, so I was able to dodge them easily. And there's the second kill. Another destroyer killed with my torpedoes. And now this Tenru, it's fairly isolated. So I fire my last torpedo launcher at it, and then try and pull out, but I don't make it. Fortunately, I did get those torpedoes off, and yet again, an enemy cruiser just wants to keep sailing straight, even though it knows I was right there. A bit of lag for suspense. And there's another devastating strike, and of course it's just a flesh wound since I was already dead. So this puts our team in a very good position. We're up 200 points, and up 2 ships as well. So this game should be over fairly soon, but it actually dragged on for a long time. But anyway, I did my part, got 3,600 experience, which is pretty good, and a lot of credits. You see, I managed to get top of my team in experience, even though I only survived for the first less than half of the battle. But in that time, I did just under 56,000 damage, or probably just under 60,000 damage if you add it all up. And that's the great thing about the destroyers, and Japanese destroyers in particular. Their torpedoes allow them to do a lot of damage very quickly, in the right situations. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.